Thank you for that interview. How do you feel about this achievement of these students?
Well, I'm, first of all, really proud of their achievement, of what they've accomplished. And I think the biggest thing I'm proud of is that it's making them realize that their voice is being heard. That the youth voice, I think they don't realize how important it is for us to hear them. And I think with this video, we really hear their voice and the strength of their voice. And I think that's important for them to learn, is that they matter, their ideas matter. And I think in this moment in time right now, I think for them, it is giving them that strength that really lets them know that they're important. I mean, we're all important.
Yes.
But sometimes we don't realize it.
Yes. Okay. Can you tell us what was the incident happened in your life that you would like to share with the readers? What made you decide to be a teacher?
So I wanted to be a teacher in college when I took an art class. Can we talk louder? Okay. So one of the incidents in college was teaching art to students in Redwood City and taking them to Stanford about art from Papua New Guinea, and it was really transformative to have the students meet the artists from another country and interact with those artists. And at that moment I knew that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring those, or open up the horizons of students and connect them to a bigger art community in the world.
Great. What is one thing that all students can do to get the same result as Ivan, Sergio, Mireya, and Tom? What do you think?
So it's not a magic trick to get them to perform and to create an amazing video. What it does is it takes a lot of time, and it takes cooperation. But most of all, it just takes them to tell their own story. And once they start to open up and share their own story and work collaboratively together to create a film about that story, that's where the magic happens. And so this film was inspired by Sergio's story, but it was a collaborative work of our filmmakers, our editor, our scriptwriter coming together and believing in Sergio's story, believing in their own talent, and then it just takes time. The story started in October of last year, and we weren't finished until May of the year, at the end of the year. So it was a long process, took a long time just filming in our locations. I think that was another key aspect, is it takes to go to different places. So we went to Google, we went to Facebook, we went to San Jose State, we went to downtown San Jose, we went to our neighborhood here in the east side where Cesar Chavez was born and was raised. And so that also, I think, empowered them, that their story took them outside the four walls of our school. And I think that's important, so that they're seeing and connecting their story with where they live. And I think they just had a magical, they didn't really have magical, they just had a passion. It was really their passion.
So great. Okay, who was the most influential person? Something about you, okay. Who was the most influential person in your life besides your parents?
Okay. So the most influential person in my life is Amalia Mesa Baines. She's an artist, a writer, a feminist, an activist. She's currently head of the Monterey Art Department at UC Monterey, and she is also a MacArthur Fellow recipient, MacArthur Award recipient, and back in college she started a program called Regenerations, which we're bringing new Latino and Chicano artists, the new generation. And I was privileged enough to be part of that group, where we learned and talked and discussed and created art. And she opened our eyes and brought us into new worlds that we didn't know, and really empowered each of us to go out and become that new generation. And so those students who were part of Regeneration are professors, or artists, or teachers. And she really inspires me, and she's just this amazing woman who paved a way for us younger Chicano and Chicano artists. And she always gave us inspiration and hope. And so I think that she really empowered me to really understand how it is important for us to tell our own stories, to tell our stories of immigration, tell us our stories of oppression, to tell us the stories of our grandfathers and our parents and our mothers that we don't see. And so I think that has been my most inspirational person in my life.
Okay. Was there a teacher that inspired you in your classroom in your times when you was a student?
Let's see. Was there a teacher that inspired you in the classroom? Okay. Okay. High school, I guess, or college?
Oh, well, the person was more influential, the person that inspired you, whatever, in the school, in the high school, in the college.
Okay. I would say, for me, my most influential teachers were in college. So I think it's important that our students go on to college. I think education has to continue past high school. And for me, college is where I had some of the most inspirational teachers. One of my teachers for art history, Judith Belleheim, was a completely inspirational teacher who was teaching about art that I had no idea. I came in and we learned about art from Africa, from the Americas, from African Cubans. And we felt like we're getting this privileged knowledge that other people didn't know, but yet this is 25–30% of the world. These, have people. So she really inspired us to look and see the world as a huge area to learn about. And so she really inspired me that, again, our individual unique stories are so important, especially in the United States, where it is so multicultural. Even here at our school, where we have so many different languages being spoken, students are coming from around the world. To be able to kind of step back and realize that each of them have these unique histories that are important for us to understand and for us to keep on telling.
That's true. How other teachers and your friends react to your accomplishment, and how it has challenged you?
We just started on a class film that was inspired by curriculum that I wrote at Yale with the Yale National Initiative that we're a part of here on the east side. And I was there that 2 years ago, and I'm writing this curriculum not knowing what would happen. The next year I started to teach it, and that was the inspiration for their stories. And the inspiration was public history and how students can tell their own history and connect it to where they're living currently. And so they produced a film. Teachers see it, but teachers never recognized sort of the work that really went into producing one of those films, like 6 months of work. It's nice, they see it, it's 3 minutes. But they just don't quite see how dedicated it really does to make a film. So we submitted the film to a film festival in Los Angeles, and it was accepted. It actually won an award in LA, in Hollywood, for Best Biography. And that was great, but the best thing is when we were able to take the students to the actual premiere, the red carpet, Hollywood stars. Then when we come back, the teachers are starting to think, wow, your film went to Hollywood. Oh, maybe there's a lot to that film. And so that sort of, I think, got them to think it's more than just a film. Like, oh, they finished the film in Mr. Cavada's class. No, this film actually won an award in Hollywood, the epicenter of movie making, right? This is the place where they met stars. My students now are friends with TV actors that we see, young actors their age. They're Facebooking, they're Instagramming with real actors that they know now. And it's pretty impressive. They had real photographers there from Getty, so we can go online and just like, oh my God, that's Getty pictures, and there they are on the red carpet. And so I think other teachers, once it had that okay, so to say, started, as you heard the other students say, they're showing it in their classroom now. They're calling them Hollywood. And then I think the teachers are going, wow, there's something to that film. And I think that's been the overriding change with teachers is it's not just a film. Wow, their film's making some noise out there. Teacher this morning, oh my God, you're in the San Jose Mercury News. Did you know that? Oh my gosh, that was we just looked at it. So I think that lets them kind of appreciate what the students have done. Because the film, we look at films every day, but we don't realize the hard work and dedication it takes to produce it. And so I think hopefully the campus is awakening that their stories are powerful, and come on over and we'll make a film.
Okay. Okay, tell me something about you. What do you like to do when you're not teaching?
Okay. I like to do handstands for fun. That's kind of my new little thing. And then I love doing my own artwork and typography. I love going to movies myself, and I love just traveling wherever I find myself. So I think those are the activities that I like, and then I just like coming up with new ideas and new stories for my students.
Yes, it's great. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the interview, and we are so happy to be part of this.
Well, thank you for acknowledging my students. It's appreciated. I think
Congratulations. It's so amazing.